Well, hello and welcome to Barney's Workshop. Now then, using a different camera, this time we're using the GoPro, and at the moment it's just working off its internal microphone. Hope it's a lot louder, but I have got another mic coming for it so we can do things a lot better. Right, so what have we got on? Well, this morning all it is I'm just doing a little bit of a clean up because I've not been in the shed for quite a while. For Mr. Dave at Dave G Designs, like the comment you put down, the fact over your camera problems you're having, I'm having the same one, but with a little bit of running around on YouTube, I found as this Hero 3, for what I do, it's going to do for me any road up, so hopefully everybody will get to enjoy it. Now then, for another one of my friends out there in the States, I showed this. Now, for us in the UK, we know what it's all about. One of these are, because we do use them. What it is, Steve, is the fact that we here in the UK have bought a router, a trim router, called Katsu. Now, just bear with me, folks. I know you know all about these, but I don't think he does. Right, and that's it. That's the Katsu router. Which I think you have got a trim router, but not sure. And what it is the fact that because we like to do thank you, that's the key shut in from my good lady there. What a lot of us here in the UK tend to do, we tend to do a lot of routering on wood, designs and what have you. Because a lot of the stuff, quite a few of the guys do within this group that I'm in, actually use reclaimed wood, pallet wood. So most of them ended up buying one of these, and it's a fantastic little beastie, whereby you can alter it up and down on its depth, lock it into place. It's got a good feel to the hand, and it's got a good what looks like cast base, which is good and strong, and of course it's variable output. And then what we do is, I haven't got any yet, but we've got a chat within our group that we can get CNC bits to go into the end there, and we use that for carving with. Now, I've not done any carving, I'm no expert on it, but what I did see is a lot of people making these. Now that, what you do is you take off that there, use the 4 pins that are in, and you attach that to there. Then what you can do is you can move that about on the what's the, now if I lower this down, sorry about the shaking, folks, but I'm trying to there you go, trying to get this in shot, that's it. And what we can do then is, by using these two knobs here, we can then guide this around while we're routering. Obviously the front end there is towards you while you're doing it, and that's what we use it for. That's what this base is for, actually, Steve. So that'll give you some sort of idea as to what and how it all goes together. So that's for my friend in over the water. So because he did ask me what it was all about, and that's just a little explanation for him. So okay, we'll bring you back up to the ugly puss again. There you go. Right. Now, what I'm using here on the bench is a little tripod. Eventually, I hope to get things put up in the top there, same as like as you would get on a lamp base. Then attach this sort of thing too. So, as I say, I'm hoping that the sound on this is going to be a lot better than what it has been. So, right, what I was looking at there is to see if I'm not covering up the microphone. Knowing me, knowing my stupid luck, that's exactly what I've done, and all those videos I'm doing is all for nothing. I've now managed to get to this Wi-Fi sorted out, you see, so I can actually see what's going on the iPad. The only problem is this camera compared to me SJ Cam, which I know people have said is the sound is very poor, is the fact that the delay time between the camera and what I'm actually seeing on my iPad is considerably less. Now, this is either the camera or it's probably me. I probably haven't got it set up right. I'm in the process of playing with it. So if any of you lads out there use a similar sort of setup, as I say, it's an iPad as I'm watching off, but it's the GoPro Hero 3 Plus that I'm actually using as the camera. If you've got any help on that, let me know. And the other thing is I've got coming for this, I've got a proper shell coming for it, so I'll have a decent setup with it eventually. But I've also got an exterior mic coming for it, a lapel mic. So hopefully that should make life better. Now then, up and coming projects. I've got a little what I call wing table to make for the good lady, and what I've got is pieces of wood like this. That's me. I'm looking at this and all I can see is that piece of wood looks like a fair bloody boomerang, but believe me, it isn't. It is straight. It's the fisheye effect from the camera. And what I'm going to be doing is putting two of these pieces together to make the top, and then shaping all the bottom. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be doing with this, and this is some wood that I had given me from a very dear friend over here in the UK that I used to buy. Well, I hadn't. The company had, off my direction. Used to get the wood from this guy that I used to build all my special boards on for all the distribution stuff on the ambulances that I used to design and build when I was actually working. But he's got these Gona scrap. It is rough. No two ways about it. You know, I mean, we talk about rough wood. By God, they could virtually sand down another piece of wood on this. It is rough. Now, I haven't got like you guys out there, I haven't got a great deal amount of equipment. And a lot of the equipment I've got is nowhere near top notch. I haven't got your DeWalt's and all the rest of it. So I haven't got a planer sander, which bloody hellfire, I wish I had. But being a pensioner now, I can't afford it. Got to save the pennies for living and what have you. There's a lot of you out there would appreciate, and those of you who don't, well, you've got that joy to come to you yet. But enough of my problems. So I've got to sand all this lot down and then put it together. Hopefully now with this new camera, when I get all this other new kit to go with it, I can actually do a shot of actually building something. Most of the stuff that I've done, it's either been built and I've talked about it afterwards. But hopefully I want to join you guys and start showing you, you know, exactly what I'm doing. Seems like what you do. But I will not be editing it. I know a lot of you guys edit and what have you, but what I like, and I've seen one or two people that do it, I like to see the video without the editing. And if you make a mistake, I like to see the mistakes and how you get round them. I make mistakes, bloody hellfire. The amount of mistakes I made when I was building my boards was absolutely ridiculous, but unfortunately I didn't record them. There'd have been a laugh, I tell you, if I had done. But it's nice to see that we're all fallible, you know, like as we take the nastiness away, and we don't show that. But it's nice when you do show the mistakes, because those that are learning can see that mistake, and then when they see you correcting it, they can see, or should I say, they can understand and learn how it is that you get out of these mistakes, rather than come on and ask you 1,000 questions. So yeah, that's the idea for me for not editing the videos, you know, for a case of my philosophy has been what you see is what you get. So that's what we've got coming up. We've got that, and I say the other thing is a toy box. So for now, I'm going to say ta-ra to everybody, and thank you for sticking by me, and thank you for all my patrons. That'll be the bloody day. For all those that support the channel, which I think up to now I've got 45. Not a lot, not many, but somebody out there must like me, must like what I put out. So great, thank you very much, much appreciated. And I know some of them are the lads within the group. I would like a lot more, obviously, but hey ho, it is what it is. So again, thank you very much. If you like it, give me a